Is this really about to happen? Am I really going 7,000 something miles away from home? From everyone that I love and everything that I know? Everything that makes me comfortable, or at least everything that I am familiar with? I could not believe that I was about to embark on a journey to China. I knew nothing about China other than the things that I had heard of, most of them being negative, and I was nervous. As soon as I walked away in the Savannah, Georgia airport from the people that I love, the few that were there at least, I began to cry, because I was terrified. And I wanted to turn back, but I didn't because I knew that there were reasons for why I was going. And I wanted to explore those reasons. I wanted to break through boundaries and stereotypes, comfort zones. I knew then, and I know even more so now, that there is always more to a culture, there is more to people, than that of which we hear about in school, books, movies, music, TV shows, other people's experiences. And as I was leaving Beijing, where I was still kind of comfortable and saw foreigners everywhere that I went, I began to freak out, and I began to ask myself, couldn't I just stay in Beijing or Shanghai? But now, I am forever thankful that I made the decision to come to Xi'an. There are still foreigners, but the population is much, much smaller. And I am extremely humbled by the fact that I have had the opportunity to become friends with both Wen and Tollery. I have had the chance to watch Wen and Care's relationship. First when Care was only 7 months old, and now for her first birthday. And being invited into their home multiple times and feeling welcome. That is something that I would not take back. And even the people that I only met once, they have marked themselves in my book of memories. As cheesy as that sounds, I will not forget them. I have learned so much from them. And kids, I never thought in a million years that I would work with kids, and here I am, and these kids have taught me so much about what joy, perseverance, patience, and reward look like. And how you can conquer the many challenges that you are faced with, and you can make the most of them. For me, some of those challenges include language barriers, the pollution, having to be crafty and think on my feet, improvise. And I was spontaneous and silly before this trip. But I am even more so now, and I have seen so many cool being an understatement, places, and I have learned so much about the culture, and that including the language, the food, traditions. And a lot of that is because I have made the effort to build relationships with the people here. Of course, I am making acquaintances with foreigners. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that this has taught me that we should not limit ourselves to our comfort zone, to people who maybe sound like us, speak like us, live like us. And I have cried on many occasions, including Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. I have cried and cried and cried because I miss the people that I love, and I miss things like going to daily grind and having a conversation with anyone about anything. But I have had the opportunity to travel first to China and then to Thailand. And I've had the chance to see what it's like to walk with someone through the span of just one day and listen to their stories, learn about their culture. And I've had the chance to ride an elephant, which is something that I thought I could only dream of. And I never thought that I would have so much energy drained from me. But I would not change this. And I've had the experience to grow in the areas of cooking and photography, videography, just living each second according to what life has to offer, sometimes spontaneity, sometimes planning. And I've learned that even though I found learning about history boring in high school and at Georgia Southern University, when you experience this firsthand, you develop this hunger for more. And you don't worry about whether or not the things you make for and with your kids look good. You're just concerned about them having fun, them learning, them growing, and watching their faces light up and their parents' faces light up, and getting the opportunity to teach them and have them teach you, and to then watch them graduate. And being here, I've experienced every day things that I thought I've experienced and couldn't experience differently, like getting my hair cut and washed and styled. It's different here, and I felt like I was getting my hair cut and washed for the first time. It was so exciting. And the way that you eat with others can be different. And I've been surprised by snow and sunshine, things that I didn't appreciate so much before I left, but life is so short and the world is so big and people have stories to tell. And this is what makes life worth living.